family who would lie down and die, you know what I mean?
Today, the Kings and the Cadoggans face their third and who to put through to the semi.
Which one was really good? Challenge 2? Cadoggans. I feel very, very sorry for Dog.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, I'm so happy you found us. Welcome. Today we're talking color theory, and it colors everything you do. So come with me and let's discuss how colors can affect what you wear, what you cook, and maybe the price you're getting for journals or art pieces that you're trying to sell. Okay guys, so at the beginning of this video, there were pieces of colored paper held up. What were your thoughts when you saw each color? Did they remind you of things? Green can go two ways. Green is kind of one of those weird colors. One, if you like gardening, if you like green apples, if your favorite color is green, green can be a very positive color. For some people, green is not. You can have you think of vomit, you think of baby poop green. Maybe you just don't like the color green and it brought up negative connotations for you, okay? Same thing when you saw blue. Blue is a cold color, okay? So maybe it made you feel cold, or maybe it made you feel sad, or maybe it made you think of the ocean and made you feel happy. So what determines what colors make you think of and feel first? Your experience, for one, with that color. That's like a huge shaping thing, okay, of color theory, is how have you experienced colors, and that is kind of your perception going forward. Another thing that drives your perception of color is your culture. How certain colors are perceived in certain cultures, okay? Another thing is how your family unit views colors and their experiences with colors. And colors are in everything you do. I mean, from cars, fashion, home goods, food, medicine even, it comes different colors. Remember as a kid you'd get red, purple, pink, green. I mean, you would get all colors. And I had bad experiences with red medicine, so I see red medicine now and I'm like, even though it may taste nothing like what I had as a kid. So colors our perception to colors are learned. They're something that we gain over time from just experiences, whether it's through our employment, through our jobs, through, our decorating sense, through our love life, through our sicknesses, whatever, our colors are defined for us. And we aren't even realizing it at all. So the point of my video today is if you do journals and you have one, say, that's all vintage, so the colors are very muted in that journal, okay? That's great because muted colors take on the feel of the supporting colors. Let me back up. Okay, there are 3 primary colors. That's it. 3. No other color mixes to make these colors. That's why they're considered the primary colors. It's red, yellow, and blue. You have secondary colors, which are orange, green, and purple. And you get the secondary colors by mixing the primary colors. And then there's tertiary colors, which are the secondary colors mixed with the primary colors, okay? So you get how this is going. Okay, so these affect us. And then you have black and white and neutrals like coffee stain paper, okay? Tans, varying levels of tan, khaki, and whatnot. And the neutrals absorb the energy from whatever colors they're paired with. Except for black and white. Black and white have their own connotations when you see them. And it can be, again, shaped by your culture, by your family unit, by your personal experience in everything. Okay, so when you're designing a journal, you try to make So when you do journals, and I was talking about a vintage journal earlier, and let me pull a vintage journal out so we can look at it. Vintage journals are dark in general because so vintage journals are dark in general because they are a lot of dark papers, a lot of coffee stained papers. Okay, so what makes them appeal to someone is how you pair them with other colors. And this one is for myself, so I paired it with pink because pink makes me happy. And as you go through here, you'll see there's a lot of pink, whether it's in the fabric tabs at the top, it's in the thread, it's in paper, it's in the ephemera that was used to make things. Pink makes me happy. So I paired pink with this vintage journal, and it makes it something I want to use, okay? So say you have a vintage journal and you've paired it with pink in your shop, whether it's Etsy, Amazon, eBay, whatever. And it's sitting there. Well, maybe it's because you paired it with pink, and pink has a very narrow audience, okay? Because pink is really defined as a feminine color, and a lot of males just totally shun pink. A lot of women totally shun pink. Pink is one of those, they seem like, okay, when you're born, you're labeled pink because you're female. And a lot of women don't like that. They don't like the color pink for whatever reason, okay? Their past experience with pink. A mindset they associate with pink, whatever. So you have a journal that's vintage and it's awesome, but the main color in this journal is pink. It's not selling. What do? You can, of course, mark it down, but hey, you've worked hard on this. Maybe try going and switching out all the ephemera inside, and if the color's pink, the cover is pink, switching that out to another color. And how do you know which colors are more acceptable? It's pretty easy. It's a lot of reds, greens. The primary and the secondary colors are the most accepted colors, okay? And you can do muted colors of those and still have primary colors. Or maybe have the secondary color as a supporting and have a lot of neutrals like this gardening journal. Mostly it's green, but it's in a subdued way because it's paired with basically a neutral background. That makes it really perfect for people who love gardening and they associate green with gardening. They're going to buy this. Or maybe somebody that doesn't garden, but they love the color green. Again, they're going to pick this up because the overall background is neutral and it's just got pops of that green. So it's not overwhelming the senses. Another way to do it is with shiny. Like I received this beautiful bee journal in a swap last year. And you can see the sparkle on it. At least I hope you can. It's got sparkle. It's got the gold, the yellow for the bees, but it's on the bees are on a neutral background. So you're drawn in to get the yellow, but you're comfortable because overall there's not too much yellow. So that's kind of a trick how to do your journals. Make your covers neutral with just little pops of color on there and stick to shades of the primary or secondary colors. Again, if you have a journal that sat for a long time and it didn't move, or if you've been on if you did the rainbow journals and certain colors sold really fast and you're like, well, hey, those are all primary and secondary colors. Yes, they are. But you can have too much. And those journals sometimes are saturated with reds, with purples, with greens, with blues, with yellows, and people don't want that much saturated color. So if you did rainbow journals and they sat, that could be a reason. Or maybe they flew off the shelf except for the purple one. And you just didn't find the person that loves purple that saturated. That can happen too. For the most part, the best trick is kind of like how you decorate. They say decorate your house. Do your big pieces or your walls neutral and add pops of color with your cushions, with your wall art, with your rugs. Same thing with your journals. If you don't want to be stuck with a journal that maybe you love the color you paired it with, but the color isn't other people's colors. Because we have to remember, color is the first thing we see. Color is a lot of times how we judge our food. Have you ever had a beautiful plate of food put in front of you, but you noticed not first the food, but how it all looked together? The colors, they were beautiful together. Then you looked at what was on the plate and maybe you realized, oh, I was going to eat this. It was beautiful, but I don't like that and I don't like that. So color does pull you in right away. It grabs you and it catches you. So if you have a journal that is a solid, a lot of color that somebody's not attracted to, it might sit. And you can do your own research on color theory. There is a lot out there. If you'd like a second video going more in depth on color theory, please comment below because I'd love to do it. Color theory is, I'm an artist, and color theory is really something that you work with when you do art. So now I'm going to do another flash of color at the end, and just comment down below. What did you notice first in the ones coming up? Comment down below what you noticed first in the ones I just flashed. Thank you for being here today, guys. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, and don't forget, let me know if you want a part 2 on color theory.